Okay. As Assistant Superintendent, member of the SAU21 Permanent Superintendent Search Committee, I find that due to the state of emergency declared by the governor as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12 pursuant to Executive Order 2020-04, this public body is authorized to meet electronically. Please note there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. However, in accordance with the emergency order, I am confirming that we are providing public access to the meeting by telephone with additional access possibilities by video or other electronic means. We're utilizing Zoom for this electronic meeting. All members of the SAU21 Permanent Superintendent Search Committee have the ability to communicate contemporaneously during this meeting through this platform. The public has access to contemporaneously listen and, if necessary, participate in this meeting through dialing the following phone number, 646-876-9923, and the webinar ID 8404-117-6309, or by clicking on the website address listed on the agenda. Providing public notice of the necessary information for accessing the meeting. We previously gave notice to the public of the necessary information for accessing this meeting, including how to access the meeting using Zoom or telephonically. Instructions have also been provided on the website of the SAU21 office at www.sau21.org. Providing a mechanism for the public to alert the public body during the meeting if there are any problems with access. If anybody has a problem, please call 603-926-8992, extension 103, or email revans@sau21.org. Adjourning the meeting if the public is unable to access the meeting. In the event that the public is unable to access the meeting will be adjourned and rescheduled. Please note that all votes that are taken during this meeting shall be done by roll call vote. Let's start by the meeting by taking roll call attendance. When each member states their presence, please also state whether there is anyone in the room with you during this meeting, which is required under the right to know law. We will now take roll call attendance.
Becca Carlson.
Present and alone.
Catherine McDonald. Colleen Sousa.
Present and alone.
David Hobbs.
Present, alone.
Jason Farias.
Present, family in and out.
Jennifer Hubbard. Jennifer Waddell.
Present alone.
Jim Kine.
Present and alone.
Jody Kreiner.
Present, family in and out.
John Croto.
Here and alone.
Kate Belanger.
Here and alone.
Matt Ferreira.
Present with family.
Melissa McKeon.
Present alone.
Michelle Witt.
Present alone.
Tom Von Jess.
Present alone.
Tony Delano.
Present alone.
And Leslie LaFawn.
Present alone.
Okay, I have the recording, or I have the roll call taken.
Thank you, Rhonda. Next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from March 15th. Does anybody have any comments before we, or can I get a motion to approve as written?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from March 15th.
Second.
Or a sec? Great, thank you.
Okay. Becca Carlson.
Yes.
Is that Colleen Sousa?
Yes.
Dave Hobbs?
Yes.
Jason Farias?
Yes.
Jennifer Waddell?
Yes.
Jim Kine?
Yes.
Jody Kreiner?
Yes.
John Croto?
Abstain.
Kate Belanger?
Yes.
Matt Ferreira?
Yes.
Melissa McKeon?
Yes.
Michelle Witt?
Yes.
Tom Von Jess?
Yes.
Tony Delano?
Yes.
And Leslie LaFawn?
Same.
Okay, I have that vote recorded.
Great, thank you, Rhonda. Next is the agenda review, and then after that, we're going to be going into non-public. Do you want me to run through it, or Bill, do you want to run through this?
Yeah, I'll run through it. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, great.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see you again. Missed you last week. Going to do a screen share here. Rhonda, I think you're going to need to. Okay, got it. So for those of you who had mentioned in particular last time that we want to get to the meat, we really start that today. We're going to start with our application status update, and it does look as though we have 3 people who we can move to short interview unless you object, but I'll have Susan and Michelle do an update on that. I'm going to take you through the short interview training and be really clear about what your role is and need you to let me know if you have any questions as we go through that. We'll talk about short interview question development. If you remember, there's 2 parts to the short interview. It runs about 90 minutes. First 45 minutes are specific, tend to be more fact-based type questions that we would ask all candidates. And the second half of the first 45 minutes are things that are candidate specific. That is followed by the guided storytelling, 1 up story, 1 down story. And then that really takes us through, there's a lot that goes around me walking you through how to do the storytelling, what your role will be during the short interview and so forth. And we'll come back with any questions or concerns. I would like today, if we're all in agreement, to actually schedule these short interviews as fast as possible. Any questions? Okay. So since we're going to start application, then we would need to go into non-public.
So in order to do that, we'll need to get a motion to enter non-public under RSA 91-A 3, is it 2B? Yeah, under
Yes.
subset B. Can I get a motion for that?
I'll make a motion to go into non-public under 91A, section 2B.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you.
That was Leslie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And for some reason, my internet is a little bit, okay, now I can do it. Becca Carlson,
Yes.
Colleen Souza,
Yes.
David Hobbs,
Yes.
Jason Farias,
Yes.
Jennifer Waddell,
Yes.
Jim Keim,
Yes.
Jody Kreiner,
Yes.
John Croto,
Yes.
Kate Belanger,
Yes.
Matt Ferrera,
Yes.
Melissa McKeon,
Yes.
Michelle Witt,
Yes.
Tom Bonjess,
Yes.
Tony Delano,
Yes.
and Leslie LaFond.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are now in non-public. Let me stop the recording. We are also going to lock the meeting.
Make a motion to come out of non-public at 7:57.
Second.
Wait a minute, I just started recording again. I'm going to unlock it. Okay, so we got Tom is making a motion to come out of non-public.
Is there a second?
Second.
And just because, is there anybody that's opposed to that? Might be quicker. If so, raise your hand. I don't see any hands being raised, so I'm going to mark it unanimous. That vote's recorded.
And then can I get a motion to adjourn? Thank you.
That was Dave.
So just so I'm clear, then the next meeting date, we're not actually publishing one because you're going to do these at the interviews. Dave, you and I will talk about this, right?
So I think, yeah, we probably would be the week after, so 2 weeks from today,
Okay.
if the interviews are able to be scheduled as we contemplated.
Okay.
However, if in fact we do get a number of applicants that we want to see by next Monday, and we talk about it perhaps at the end of the meeting. We may be scheduling some interviews next week as well.
Yeah, so I would agree. Yeah, if there's, depending on any new applications, I think we can, we're on to potentially schedule like a short meeting to have that discussion as we'll figure it out by the end of the week. How about that?
And Melissa, I'll be to you Wednesday morning,
Okay,
so we can coordinate on questions.
okay.
All right, great. Was there a second to adjourn?
I'll
Okay.
second.
Okay, great.
I've got Tom and Melissa adjourning at 7:59. Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone.